Hey there, fellow travelers and curious minds. Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about the most breathtaking and unforgettable places on Earth? You know, those magical spots that just make you stop and say, wow, I need to see that one day. Well, today's your lucky day, because we're about to take a virtual journey across the globe to discover 20 of the most iconic, must-visit places in the world. From jaw-dropping natural landscapes and ancient ruins, to awe-inspiring architectural masterpieces, this video will take you from one corner of the world to another, all from the comfort of your screen. But I guarantee by the end of this video, you'll be itching to pack your bags and plan your next adventure. So, let's not waste another second. Let's dive right in. First up, we begin our journey in Mexico. Welcome to the pyramids of Teotihuacan, also known as the City of the Gods. These majestic pyramids date back to over 2,000 years ago and are part of one of the greatest ancient civilizations of Mesoamerica. The Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon dominate the landscape, while the Temple of Quetzalcoatl, adorned with intricate serpent carvings, adds a mystical vibe. Walking down the Avenue of the Dead, you can almost feel the whispers of a civilization long gone. It's mysterious, powerful, and totally fascinating. Next, we're heading all the way to Australia to marvel at one of the world's most recognizable landmarks, the Sydney Opera House. With its sail-like design and stunning harbor location, it's not just an architectural masterpiece, it's the soul of Sydney. You can enjoy everything from opera and ballet to concerts and theater inside its many halls. And let's be honest, the view of the harbor from the terrace? Absolutely postcard-worthy. Now we cross the globe to Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, but home to one of the grandest religious monuments, St. Peter's Basilica. Designed by artistic giants like Michelangelo and Bernini, this basilica is a spiritual and architectural treasure. The Pietà sculpture, the towering dome, the intricate altar, it's impossible not to be awestruck. And if you're lucky, you might even witness a blessing from the Pope himself. Now let's head to London, where the Tower of London stands proudly on the banks of the River Thames. It's not just a building, it's a living history book. From royal palaces to prison walls, from the crown jewels to the mysterious ravens that protect the kingdom, this place is brimming with fascinating tales. Legend has it, if the ravens ever leave, the British monarchy will fall. Spoiler alert, they make sure those ravens stay put. From there, we take a trip to one of the most remote places on Earth, Easter Island in Chile. Known locally as Rapa Nui, this island is famous for its moai statues, gigantic stone figures carved centuries ago. Some of them wear red stone hats called pukao and have piercing white coral eyes. The mystery around how these statues were made and moved still puzzles researchers to this day. But one thing's for sure, the vibe here is truly otherworldly. Let's continue to Yellowstone National Park in the United States, a true natural wonderland. It's a geothermal paradise with steaming geysers, vibrant hot springs, and bubbling mud pots. The famous Old Faithful geyser erupts like clockwork, spraying boiling water high into the air. And if you're into wildlife, you'll love spotting bison, elk, wolves, and even bears roaming freely in their natural habitat. Still in the US, we now visit the awe-inspiring Grand Canyon in Arizona, stretching over 440 kilometers and reaching depths of nearly 2,000 meters. It's one of the most dramatic landscapes on Earth. The layers of red rock tell stories from millions of years ago. Sunrise and sunset here are something you have to see to believe. It's a palette of colors that'll stay with you forever. Heading back to Europe, we land in Barcelona, Spain, to explore the stunning Sagrada Familia. Designed by the legendary Antoni Gaudí, this basilica is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's a harmonious blend of Gothic and Art Nouveau styles, inspired by nature and faith. Believe it or not, construction began in 1882 and is still ongoing. Talk about a labor of love. Next up, we're off to Beijing, China, home to the incredible Forbidden City. With nearly 1,000 buildings spread across 72 hectares, this former imperial palace is the largest in the world. It served as home to Chinese emperors for over 500 years and showcases traditional Chinese architecture at its finest. Walking through the gates feels like stepping into an epic movie scene. Back to Spain again, this time to Granada, where we find the exquisite Alhambra. This ancient fortress and palace complex is a perfect fusion of Islamic architecture, intricate mosaics, and lush gardens. The courtyard of the Lions and Generalife Gardens feel like pure poetry carved in stone. It's no wonder this place has inspired poets and artists for centuries. Now we head to the lush jungles of Guatemala, where the ancient city of Tikal rises from the rainforest. Towering pyramids peek through the treetops, echoing the grandeur of the ancient Mayan civilization. Climb Temple 4 and enjoy a panoramic view of a lost world. It's magical, mysterious, and deeply spiritual. Let's go to Jordan, where we find the stunning city of Petra, carved entirely into rose-red cliffs. The treasury, with its grand facade, welcomes you at the end of a narrow canyon called the Sikh. But that's just the beginning. Petra is full of tombs, temples, and a sense of wonder that makes it one of the greatest archaeological sites on Earth. Back to China now for one of the most iconic landmarks in history, the Great Wall of China. Stretching over 20,000 kilometers, this monumental structure was built to protect ancient kingdoms. Walking along its stone steps with panoramic mountain views is one of those bucket list moments you'll never forget. Next stop, Egypt, where the pyramids of Giza await. These are the last remaining wonder of the ancient world, and they're as incredible today as they were over 4,500 years ago. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the Sphinx, and the mysterious alignment with stars. It's pure historical magic. Now let's fly to India to admire the breathtaking Taj Mahal in Agra. Built by a grieving emperor in memory of his beloved wife, this white marble mausoleum is the ultimate symbol of love. The gardens, the domes, the reflection pools, it's a scene straight from a romantic dream. We're back in Athens, Greece, standing on the sacred hill of the Acropolis. This ancient citadel was the heart of classical Greek civilization and is home to legendary buildings like the Parthenon and Temple of Athena Nike. The history here is just overwhelming, and the views over the city are spectacular. Then we soar over the Andes Mountains to Machu Picchu, Peru, the mysterious Incan city in the clouds. Hidden away for centuries, this stone wonder is perched on a mountain ridge and surrounded by lush green peaks. The way the stones fit together without mortar? Mind-blowing. Let's head back to the US to see one of the most symbolic monuments in the world. The Statue of Liberty in New York. Gifted by France to the United States, this towering lady represents freedom and hope. From the base to the crown, every detail has meaning. And the views of Manhattan? Simply breathtaking. We're getting close to the end of our journey, but not without visiting the Colosseum in Rome, Italy. This grand amphitheater once held over 50,000 spectators for epic gladiator battles and performances. It's a reminder of how rich and vibrant Roman culture was, and still is. And finally, we finish in the City of Love, Paris, France, where the Eiffel Tower stands tall as one of the most iconic structures on Earth. Whether you're enjoying a picnic in the park below or watching the lights twinkle at night, there's just something magical about it. It's not just a monument, it's a feeling. Wow, what a journey. From ancient cities to natural wonders and iconic landmarks, we've traveled across continents and through time. Now it's your turn. Which of these places is on your bucket list? Drop your answer in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this trip around the world, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more amazing travel stories. Thanks for being part of this adventure, and until next time.